Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Erica from The In-Between. Today, I'm going to be diving into my full review of the Land Geek course by Mark Podolsky. Now, you might have seen this if you've been looking into different ways to make money with real estate, especially flipping land instead of houses. But here's the thing, guys, just because something sounds unique or different doesn't exactly mean it's always the best move. And just because somebody else made it work doesn't exactly mean the course itself is going to get you the results you're hoping for. So in this review, I'm breaking down what the Land Geek is, what it teaches, what Mark's all about, and if it's really worth your time and money, or if there's a way easier and less risky way to actually build something real online, like the model I linked a free training for down below. And just a quick disclaimer here, guys, I'm not affiliated with Mark Podolsky or the Land Geek course at all. This is all just my honest opinion based on my own experience digging into his program and also comparing it to what I know works. With that being said, let's dive right in. All right, so the Land Geek course is basically Mark's brand where he teaches you how to make money buying and flipping raw land. Mark himself has been around for a while now, started doing land deals back in 2001 after flipping a piece of land in New Mexico and making over a 300% return. After that deal, he built a whole business around land flipping and eventually launched the Land Geek in 2013 to teach other people how to do the same thing. The main thing he pushes is finding people who own land but don't really care about it, like someone living in one state but owning land in another, and then buying it from them for super cheap and flipping it for a profit. The whole course teaches this process, how to find deals, how to check the land is clean and legal, and then how to flip it to either a neighbor, an investor, or anybody basically looking to build. It's all about flipping vacant land. So when you sign up for the Land Geek itself, what you're actually getting just depends a little bit on what program you actually buy into, but their main one is called their Investor's Toolkit. This toolkit goes over finding different deals, doing your due diligence so you don't end up buying junk land, marketing and selling your properties, and then setting up systems to automate a lot of parts of your business. Mark's got a lot of tools like his GeekPay for payments and LG Pass to manage paperwork and address verifications to make the back end easier. He also has a free 3-part intro course, a full coaching program called Flight School that's way more hands-on, a boot camp event that can be done live or virtual, and even more direct one-on-one coaching, but that is only offered to people who already went through his main program. Beyond that, you'll also find podcasts, webinars, coaching calls, and even access to a private Facebook group. He really tries to hit you from a lot of different angles with different info and support, but really the depth and actual quality really depends on how much money you spend. When it comes to his online reputation, Mark himself has been around in the land flipping space for a long time now, and he's done thousands of deals in the process. He's active on his YouTube channel with around 18,000 subscribers, and he consistently posts content like podcasts, training videos, and shorts. He also has over 11,000 followers on his personal Instagram page, and beyond that, as you can see here on his website, you've got a lot of people saying they love it and learned a lot. But for someone with that kind of presence, there really isn't much social proof outside of his own landing pages. It's also worth pointing out, guys, that the Land Geek program isn't BBB accredited, especially when it comes to the high-ticket coaching. One student said that they paid over $40,000 for a one-on-one coaching package that promised CEO-level support, but ended up dragging out for months with missing access, poor communication, and no real results. They said that they were pushed into using what they call black hat marketing strategies, were taught very outdated tactics, and even had to wait over 4 months just to access basic call links. Even after raising the issues directly with Mark, nothing changed, and when they finally asked for a refund, it was also denied. A lot of people felt like the returns weren't as fast as they expected, or that they plain just didn't realize how much cash you still need to make this model work. So when it comes to the actual price of the program, you will need to book a discovery call first. He does offer his Get Dirt Rich book, which kind of acts as a lead magnet to get inside his Investor's Toolkit, which can run up to $2,000 just depending on where you get it from. But if you want to go for his Flight School, that's around $8,900 to $11,000 just depending on if you get the regular or VIP version. And obviously beyond that, he offers his personal coaching programs that get even pricier after that. And the thing is, guys, the program cost is just a part of the story. You also need some capital to actually buy land. You're not flipping free land here. You're basically buying all of your properties first, and that takes real cash. You're also having to pay closing fees, taxes, and maybe some basic marketing or running ads. It all does add up fast, and if you're just starting out trying to get out of your 9 to 5, dropping thousands of dollars and waiting months or longer just to make it back isn't really ideal. That's all to say that this model isn't built for speed or stability. You're putting a lot of money down up front to buy land, but there's no guarantee when or if you'll see that money again. While you're waiting, you're just eating costs with zero return. It's definitely the opposite of beginner friendly, especially if you're trying to leave your job or get paid fast. You can't just flip a plot and expect to get paid next week. This type of thing is very slow and risky, and most beginners don't have the time or the capital to float something that might sit for months on end. On top of all of that, a lot of what's taught in the course itself is very outdated. A lot of their marketing strategies lean heavily on free platforms and black hat tactics, stuff like making fake accounts and then gaming the system. So it might sound clever in theory, but it's very manipulative, risky, and honestly, it's not worth all of the blowback. If a platform catches on, your entire pipeline could disappear overnight. And Mark himself knows that all of this is outdated too. He basically even admits it in his course materials. Then there's the coaching on top of everything, which is where things really start to fall apart here. Students have dropped up to $40,000 expecting more hands-on direct guidance, only to be left waiting months just to get full access to what they paid for. Missed calls, no clear path, and outdated tools. These are all things that you definitely don't expect at that kind of price point. Now, if you want something that's way more predictable and way faster than flipping physical land, I will always recommend what I do instead, called the digital rental method. With this method, you're building simple websites that rank to the top of Google for local service niches. Think anything from plumbing, roofing, or in my case, fencing repair. And those sites actually bring in real leads from people who need help right now. Once a site is live and ranked, it's basically done for you. You're not waiting months to close a deal or hoping somebody buys it. The leads start coming in and local business owners pay you what's called a monthly finder's fee to keep them flowing. And because you're targeting small local markets around the US, the competition is usually way lower than with most other business models. For example, I built one of these sites a few years ago in Colorado Springs, as you can see here, and it's still continuing to pay me every month without needing to barely touch the site. Compared to flipping raw land where you're stuck holding onto a property and waiting for a buyer, building digital properties is way faster, way cheaper, and way less stressful. No taxes, no holding costs, no praying the market doesn't crash, just real assets that cash flow 24/7 month after month without all of the moving parts. Alright guys, that's it for my review of the Land Geek course by Mark Podolsky. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and drop down in the comments to let me know what you thought about today's review. And if you want to see exactly how I build digital income streams that pay me every single month, go ahead and click that link in the description to check out a free training that explains the whole business model in complete detail. As always, thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.